another Lightning Collector 2021 video and another haul of stuff for this month. So I'm just going to show you the bits I've picked up this month. So if you haven't checked out most of this stuff on Instagram or anything like that, this is where you're going to find everything I've picked up this month. It's not a whole lot, but it is a very expensive month. I do use things like Vinted and eBay and stuff like that to try and get things a little bit cheaper, and it is really good for finding some small hidden gems, which I did manage to pick up this month, as well as obviously some expensive stuff that I've been waiting on for a little while. So if you want to check out any unboxings or anything like that, head over to my Instagram where you will find those at Lightning Collector 2021, or you can go to my shorts and most of them will be in there. But let's get into this video anyway and show you what we've picked up this month. So I did pick up quite a few vintage bits this month, a lot of 90s figures, starting off with the rat, some sort of armadillo rat or whatever he is. But yeah, pretty cool. I picked this up in a charity shop where I always have a little look for some gems in there. And I don't often come along a lot of Power Ranger stuff, so I don't tend to pick anything up really, but I always have a rummage through the toys in case I do find anything. And on that particular day, I found quite a few Power Ranger bits actually, but I had most of them already, apart from this one. So this was a couple of quid. Money did go to cancer research, so I was happy to pick up that. Even if he did have a broken nose, I'll probably just colour that in, whack him on the shelf. So yeah, anyway, a couple of quid. Pretty happy with him. Again, didn't have that. Next up, I picked a couple of bits up from my local comic book shop. So a few nice bits here. Firstly, we did get the White Ninja Ranger figure. He does still twist his hand, so he does still work. And he's pretty good condition for a couple of pounds off of the shelf he was. No weapons or anything like that, so I don't really tend to care about the weapons with these because I just like putting them on the shelf as they are. And to be honest, they're really cheap to pick up. So for, I think it was between £3 and £5, something like that. £5 at the most anyway. I wasn't going to say no to him. And it was just considering how white he was. If he wasn't so white, I wouldn't have paid £5 for him, but pretty happy with that. Whilst I was there, I picked up some comic books. So picking up a lot less comic books lately, just because the person who I'd subscribed to doesn't do them anymore. So I do have to kind of go off my own back to find them and never read them. They do just go in the box. But while I was there, I did just want to spend a little bit of money. So we got Power Rangers Prime number 3, Power Rangers Prime number 2, Power Rangers Across the Morphin Grid. I haven't read this, but if I was going to read any of them, it probably would just be that one. I like the front cover of that. Is the only reason I picked that up. And I did get the return as well. I'm not sure if this was a new one, but it was number 3. I do have some of these, but I wasn't sure which ones I had or anything like that. I quite like the front cover, so I just picked it up anyway. And lastly, from my haul from my local comic book shop, they did have this in stock. It is the 90s version of the Karate Action Pink Ranger. The box was in really nice condition, as is the figure. There's no yellowing or damage or anything to it. It's a tiny little bit just on the corner there, but it is completely sealed, and I thought it would look nice with some of the other bits on my shelf in with the vintage stuff. I didn't go there with the intention of spending that kind of money. She wasn't like ridiculous prices, what you'd probably pay for it or expect to pay for it anyway. But I just couldn't leave her there on her own. They have since got a yellow one in, so I may go back, and if they happen to have it still, then I may pick that up. But we'll see. Next up, I did receive this as a gift, so this was really cool. It was something I was looking at, but I didn't really want to pay like 20-something £20 for it. It is the Little People collector's box of the Power Ranger figures. My daughter had a lot of some of these at one point, and I just thought they looked cool on the shelf, to be honest. So it does come with 6 Rangers, green being one of them. The box does look really nice and cool. I won't be opening this, I will display it with the box because, as you can see, Zordon does look really cool in there. So I was really excited when I opened this, and it is much appreciated. I also grabbed this Toku vinyl. So this was Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Red Ranger. They didn't do a whole lot of these. There is a few of them. I think mostly they are Red Rangers. I think there's a few Megazords, a Green Ranger, White Ranger. But the red ones do seem to be more common, and there isn't a whole lot of them out there. This was stupidly cheap just because the box is a little bit damaged. You can see on the back it is slightly dented. But a friend of mine sent me the link to this and thought that I'd like it. I haven't done hard about it and just picked it up in the end anyway, just to go with my movie stuff down here. Also from eBay, I did grab this. It came in a lot with some other stuff. The other stuff I wasn't interested in. I think some of it I've got that's in better condition, some of it's not good. But this was really nice condition. You can see on the chrome on the helmet is still in very nice condition. You can see it's not scratched up or anything like that, and as is the rest of the figure. Doesn't come with the blaster, so I will be on the lookout for the gun. But it does come with a sword. I couldn't really turn that down. It was a little bit of a bidding war. I don't think I overpaid for it, considering you never see these, especially in that kind of condition. The only other one I've seen out there is a pink one that's in not very good condition on Vinted at the moment. So if I do find a blaster, or if anybody in the UK has a spare blaster for these and don't have a figure anymore, get in contact. I'll obviously throw you a couple of quid for it plus postage, so let me know. I am looking to complete this figure. I understand it's going to be difficult. Sticking with 8-inch figures, I also got the Zeo Gold Ranger. Again, this was something that was in good condition. It was on Vinted. I made an offer to the guy and he did reject it. I was probably being a little bit cheeky, so I ended up just buying it anyway. It does still work. Obviously, we've got the accessory, which goes into the belt as well. Very nice condition. The shield does come off. I'm not sure if the sounds work on it because I haven't changed the battery, but I probably will do at some point. It just takes a little round watch battery, so I just need to find one. But yeah, very nice condition. I was happy with that. And something else to go with him. We got a Zeo figure. So this is a Wheel Warrior, and the way that they work, they kind of tuck up into the wheel, you roll it along the floor, trigger some buttons on the back when it falls, and it does pop out into the little robot. In all honesty, I'm very, very underpaid on this on Vinted. I don't think the people knew quite what they had. If they did, they obviously made some sort of money or was happy to let it go really, really cheap, because the box is there, the inserts there, the instructions are there, the item's in very good condition. Didn't pay a whole lot for that at all, so I couldn't say no to that. I just kind of pressed buy now rather than even making an offer on it because it was that cheap. And it does show us all the little bits that you can get from Zeo. So a nice little bit of nostalgia there for us. And lastly, this was the big expense of the month. I did pay half of it when I ordered it, and then the other half later when it was ready to ship. And again, it was expensive because it is custom made, and it was the Yellow Ranger helmet to add to the collection of helmets. I literally just need the black one now, so once I sort of start running out of things to buy and things on pre-order, then I will order one to be custom made. But this is absolutely beautiful. It is solid, it's casted very nicely. If you want to see pictures of progression on that, head over to my Instagram. Look for the pictures of the helmet rather than the reel, and it will show you step by step on how the chap made it. But this was made by, I think it was Aussie MMPR. So obviously it came from Australia. A friend of mine also bought her Yellow Ranger helmet from this guy. And to be honest, in my opinion, it's probably the best one that I'd seen. When it came around to ordering one, I did go with the same person that she used. And I'm not disappointed at all, because you can see how crisp the lines are, how shiny the paint is, how nice the visor is. You can obviously use the clasps on the side. It does fit me, only just. But even inside, you can see it is pretty clean. So if you did want to wear it, you can wear that. Obviously for me, it will just go on display. But that was a nice display piece that was missing from my collection. Well worth the money. If you want to check this guy out, I will leave links in my description for his Instagram page, and you can go over there and have a look yourself. So knowing that this was coming at a good job, I just couldn't refuse it, and it was just something I've wanted for ages. Again, it was an expensive piece because it is custom made, but absolutely well worth the money. So again, lots of nice bits for my collection this month. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What was your favourite? Was it this, or was it this, or was it this? Who knows? But I enjoyed everything that I picked up this month. It wasn't anything that I bought and thought, probably shouldn't have bought that. So let me know what you picked up in the comments below this month. Definitely interested to see what you've got. Again, if you want to see unboxings for most of this stuff, head over to my Instagram at lightningcollector2021. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I know a lot of you that are watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel, so go and do that, because when I hit the 5K, I will do a nice giveaway. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you go and do that. But thank you very much again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!